Ice and flames call my name. I freeze, I burn, I blame. I love, I hate the same.
Hello everybody, Toronto Primo here. Welcome to this episode that I will be reviewing the RedDragon Yama. Before we get to that, don't forget to like the video if you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Also don't forget, I stream on Twitch every Sunday and Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope to see you there. Let's get on to the review. Now before we get to the review, I do have a little bit to go off on here. Now I will say this is not a sponsored video. I bought this with my own money. This is my first gaming keyboard. I've used it for a year. So, yeah, it's a deep review. So let's just begin. These are tactile switches. They are supposed to be similar to brown switches from Cherry. They are a custom purple switch. Let me see. Right there. This is their keycap, their key switch. It is very tactile. It is their purple switch, like I said earlier. It comes with, it is wired, and it requires 2 USB ports. It is a full form factor, so in other words, it comes with a keypad to do Excel spreadsheets, a fully functional array of media keys, and 13, well 12 really, macro keys. The 13th one is the record button. You set these up through the RedDragon software that you can download from RedDragon under the key cord specs. We'll get to that in a little bit later, more in depth on the software. It has a detachable wrist rest, detachable as these little screws that are held in by a very powerful magnet like and it is RGB up the wazoo when it comes to the actual keys. Comes with the wrist rest, which is a very, it's a hard plastic wrist rest that has the 2 pins to hold it in, as well as some little plastic nipple connectors, I guess is the best way to call them. This little keycap puller, which is just really looks like it was just kind of 3D printed, and it just happens to be red for the RedDragon. And it comes with a sticker, of course. When you buy a peripheral, you get the logo of that company to put wherever you do it. I put it on my old laptop that I'm probably gonna get rid of now. Build quality, it's actually really good. Like, you can't see it. I'm really trying to bend this. I can't. The top of it is metal. It is a very nice metal. I'd say gunmetal, and it's brushed on there, it looks like. It's heavy, but that's to be expected from a metal top as well as a full form factor keyboard. The caps are very nice. They're smooth, but they do have a bit of edging or grip to them. So it's kind of like, well, you can't really slip too far past the key you're wanting to go to. And I never had that really issue, except for the control key, which I use very regularly. But the WASD for my controls for moving around in most games, they were perfectly fine. It is a plastic bottom for the rest of the keyboard with 2 little feet that go out 1 level, and very, very nice rubber grippy feet. Fat pads. Now the RGB, there are 3 profiles already formatted into the keyboard. I can show you those later in a little bit here. It has 5 brightness levels, as well as one of these forms is able to highlight what I would call the gaming keys, as in WASD. I can't remember which keys. It also has animations, the software. So I don't know how the software works. When I bought this keyboard apparently was being discontinued. They don't make it anymore. It's not even on their website. You can still download the software. When I tried, it did not work. So it's very unknown. But that software would have controlled what I can do with these macro keys as well as all the RGB. So it is set to be either rainbow, which some people are okay with because they don't really care and they're not really trying to match a theme. They just think it looks pretty. Or red, because RedDragon. You getting the theme there yet? Now, before I go on to the actual just testing of the keys, we're going to do a little bit of a t-test for if you were doing this and you're gaming and you're doing it like I am. Now, this is a cardioid mic, so it's supposed to not pick up too much of the keys, but it does pick up a little. So you will hear that. So this would be what I'd be like if you're trying to listen to me while I'm gaming. Really not, you're not going to be hitting too much. So WASD, let's say I'm getting a little intense. This is a very intense fight, jumping, things like that, hitting that space bar, jump. It's I don't really know how loud it is. I can't really tell too well from my headset right now. I'll tell better during the actual editing of the video, but you'll know how this sounds already by now. And let's say, for instance, you're just doing some writing of things in Word. Let's say you're typing and maybe you're talking to somebody in the background. Maybe you're listening to some music, some very surround sound music on your nice defined. I'm really good with words right now, you know? I mean, either way, that is how it would sound when you were typing in general. Now, let's get to how the RGB looks. Alrighty, so for this, I took off the keycaps again to show you guys how it would look shining just through the simple keycaps. It's only lit right above the actual switch. And I'm also showing it again how it sounds. I'm gonna very quickly here show you that. So this is currently on profile 1. This is what it's set at. Profile 2. As you can see, it's kind of doing like a little like circular wave kind of thing. 3 is a slow fade in, fade out, and back, but also going from the right side of the keyboard to the left. 1 is just the static color. Now, MP, that's where you can start changing the colors a little bit. It's kind of that weird color, like, I don't know why anybody would do this. And then you get some animation things here. Explosions. Randomness. Left to right. And it just pops. Now I've changed the color. So I'd say it's kind of like a pink. But there's the brightness. As you can see, it doesn't get too bright. Well, at least in person. On this camera, which I'm using on my own phone, a little different to tell. And then that's just showing off the game keys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, WASD, and R. All right, everybody. Now that we've seen the specs, we've seen how the keyboard sounds as we're typing on it. We've even seen the RGB, and we've discussed the software. Where do I fall on this keyboard? I would say for a gamer that is just beginning but is unsure what to do, what to get, it's a good option. It's an okay option even. The pricing of it when I got it was a little around $65 because I got it during Christmas. Well, before Christmas on the Cyber Monday deals. That's also apparently a little bit before they discontinued it. Yay me. Performance to performance matter. It's not going to be a huge deal. It's a keyboard. It has a tactile feel, so you have a very consistent feeling on when you click the keys. Now, that was my daily peripheral, keyboard that I was using. I've now switched. I won't show you what I've switched to yet. You guys will have to wait for that review video. As well as another review video I'll be doing. This next one will be on a mouse that I just switched to. I think you're getting the idea. I'm doing a lot of reviews on tech right now. A lot of you are probably wondering, who's this guy? Is this any good? Does he know what he's talking about? No, not really. This is completely my own opinion, but you're coming here for my opinion, so it's perfectly fine. Again, the RedDragon that I've currently just tossed on the floor. A keyboard for keyboard's sake, it's great. If you're going to be doing Excel spreadsheets and you're gaming, it's a great budget option. Otherwise, there are better options, especially smaller form factor options. Most people don't need a full form factor anymore. They need a smaller form factor. But some people, and a great deal of them, still prefer the full format. This is mostly because they like those macro keys, and I can understand that. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget, I stream on Twitch every Sunday and Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, if you'd like to see more videos like this, I just did my Secret Lab gaming chair review. So I'll leave a link right here. I think it's here. Places. So go check that out. Just so you know, my next one will be on a mouse. Stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the channel to see that one. Again, thanks for tuning in, and have a great day.